All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sudden Broadcast Racing Network. I am Richard Hurst, and tonight we are here with Average Off-Road Off-Road Racing League, and this is going to be our first broadcast with this series, and I'm very excited to be here and learn the ways of the off-road trucks and their courses. But it looks like it's going to be a pretty exciting race here tonight. We have, looks like 17 drivers loaded in. We'll have a couple heat races, and then we will have the main event. Once again, we are a little bit new to the off-road series, so it might take us just a moment to get acquainted with. But let's see if we got some people in our Discord, and we're kind of a little bit behind the weather, and looks like they are having their driver meeting as of right now. And for one, we got to jump in the booth. And for two, we are going to see if we can't pull down Mr. Jeremy and let him give us a little bit of insight on tonight's race. And make sure we got all our audio correct. Yes. Sorry, folks. I was racing right before this series came up, and looks like they are still in their drivers meeting. Yeah, we might be a little bit early. And once again, we are here on Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. There was some problems earlier on with Noma TV, and we lost a lot of our content. So we had to switch up to the backup channel, and we are over on the Roku side. So if you got the Roku TV app, we are over there also. And it looks like they are still in their driver's meeting. Let's see if I can pull him in to... All right, Jeremy, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hold on one second. I got to fix my audio.
Oh, I think you just pulled me from the driver's meeting. Let me double check.
All right, now do you hear me, or can I hear you?
Yeah, 1 second. We're in the driver's meeting, so let me switch back.
All right, so we'll give you that time. Appreciate it. All right, so they are in the driver's meeting. This is their first race of a season, number 3, and they are going to have, like I said, we're going to have 2 heat races and then the main event. So, like I said, we are new to the off-road truck series, so we're going to see some fishtails, we're going to see some rooster tails, we're going to see some jumps, we're going to see it all, left-hand and right-hand turns. We're going to have 12. We're going to have 12 turns here, and I was trying to get my track map up, but it is not liking it for whatever reason. And we are live on the track. Oh, well, I guess I didn't like that. Very interesting. Oh, there we go. Well, nobody out on there on the track just yet. We're waiting on the drivers' meeting to get done. Once again, this is a first race of season 3 here with the Average Off-Road Racing League. This was kind of a last minute thing, so we don't have all the graphics set up as of yet, but next week will be a different story, as tomorrow I will be building the stream up for them. So we appreciate the patience. We appreciate everybody that's stopping by and joining us here on the stream. And it's definitely looking like it's going to be a full schedule for the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. So make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. And once again, if you are on if you do have the Roku channel, you can go on the app on your phone and download the channel straight to your TV. It plays 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We will be adding the Average Off-Road Racing League to the Roku lineup, so you'll be able to catch some of their races 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they will have a video on demand. So you'll be able to go in, find their playlist, and watch all the previous races. Quite a few drivers that are in the drivers meeting. And we'll see how the lineup is going to go when we have the heat races. They will have a competition caution at lap number 6, I do believe that is. And once again, I am still new to their format, so it's going to take me a little bit to figure out what's going on. But we are no stranger to racing. Racing is racing. And while they are in their drivers meeting, let's see if we can't get our handy dandy track map to pull up here. Love how it says replay. But we got quite a few viewers out there on the stream. How are y'all doing this evening? Some of those might be the drivers. Excuse me. We might see some familiar faces pop in as America's Sheepdog. They love to tune in to the racing. They are a big supporter of the channels. All right, so we got that up. Where is my track map? Let's see. Handy dandy little track map. And I was going to try to set it up for the folks at home because there are 12 turns in this race. I was going to try to get it set up to where you can see which turn is which. This is the the Bark River track. I'm new to this track, but I know there are 12 turns, and we'll try to get them the best way possible. I do know the restart zone, I believe, is going to be in. I know they said it earlier. All right, so 12 turns. The restart zone is going to be in between turns number 8 and turns number 9. And once the track map pops up, and you will be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. It's twisty, it's turny, it's got some jumps, and it looks like it can get really messy. We'll try to do that on board so you can see how muddied up the face shields get. If it's anything like dirt street stock racing, it's going to get pretty muddy. inside that cockpit, but I don't believe it's going to be. I know these trucks have windshields. They're going to have full power. They're going to have unlimited fuel. They're going to have unlimited fast repairs. We might see them flip over. We might not, but it should be a very fun race. And once again, we might be a little bit early. Like I said, you know, I wanted to make sure that I was on time. So we might be a pretty good bit early. And we'll make sure that we're closer to gridding by the next broadcast. All right, looks like everybody is spread out, and let's see if we can't. As I'm changing around everything. Nothing is showing anybody on. The server was disconnected, waiting, channel closed. All right, so that channel is actually closed. Let's go find out exactly what happened. Did it open up another session? And it did. So we're going to load into the new session. Won't take but a second. I knew there was a problem. They had two different sessions, one for practice and one for the race. Well, looks like we got about 5 minutes in the race session. I apologize for the blank screen. It'll be popped up in just one moment. I guess better early than late. Aha, now we got trucks on the track. That's what we were looking for. And forgive me for mispronunciation of names. This is a new league for me. So we got about 2 minutes left in practice. This is a new league for me, new people. So please forgive me as we are getting to know some of these drivers. And it looks like we still have the 17. And let's watch a couple of them as they are running around this track. And we'll still try to get that track map up for you so you can see exactly where they are on track, and we'll try to call it the best way possible. And let's see if it's going to bring it up. Is it? No, it's not. So let's see if we can do it one more time. Sometimes it takes an SDK a little bit to catch up with itself, but that's okay. We do have ATDO. And it is pretty accurate, even though it does not give us a track map. There we go. 12 drivers out there practicing right now. We got a minute and 9 seconds until we pretty much start our regular programming. So appreciate the ones that were able to stop in early. And let's see if Jeremy has a little bit of time to talk to us for just a moment. Jeremy, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, you all set with your driver's meeting?
Yes, we just have to change to a different session because of some technical difficulties, so that's going up right now, but we're going to only do I'm going to make the practice go quick, and we'll go straight into quali, so everything will be on time.
Okay, so this session that we're in, we're going to be backing out of. We are
yeah,
live.
only. Oh, there was some technical difficulties.
Oh, that's all right. Well, while we got you here in the booth, and I know you're trying to set up a few things, but we are new here with you, and you are new with us. So, for your viewers out there, kind of give us a rundown of what we might expect to see here tonight in these off-road trucks.
Oh man, a lot of door-to-door battling, which is awesome. We don't encourage any harsh takeouts, but we encourage some door-to-door racing. We want to see some action, big jumps, 900 wheel horsepower, side by side, 3 people up the same jump going for it. Really tight racing. It's super fun.
That sounds like some awesome racing. 12 curves, and it looks like that session is over. So we're moving to a different session. Is that correct?
Yep, the session's going to go up right now.
All right, we'll give it a few minutes.
And it should be up.
Or wait a minute, am I in the new session? Because it says qualifying.
You shouldn't. No, that's the old session.
Okay. Well, you definitely have a lot of drivers in here, 17 to my count, so it should be a pretty exciting race. Not a very big track here, but some tight turns. How tough are these trucks to control?
Aren't too bad, in all honesty, but they can get hard when you're fighting door to door with some people. But as of right now, they're not too bad. I will admit the Pro 2s they're a lot harder to control. The Pro 4s are a little easier. But they're a lot. I don't know. They're a lot faster. They're a lot more fun. You can kind of hold the wheel a lot better. So I have a lot of respect for the Pro 2 drivers, but the Pro 4 is a little easier on the entry if you want to get into the off-road truck racing.
Now, who is the fan favorite for tonight's race? I know you're going to say yourself, but do you have a secondary fan favorite, maybe from last season, your truck champion? Who are you looking at here tonight?
I would say Corey Skiles is the guy I would watch.
Corey Skiles, all right.
Yeah, it goes by Skiles, not Skittles. People call him that. He don't like it. But it would be, Corey Skiles. He's a really fast guy. He's super smooth, crazy good throttle control. So I'd have to say Corey's the one I'd watch. He's super fast at this track.
Also, you have Corey Spino, is it, out there in the chat? He's saying he wished he was at home to race.
Oh yeah, Curry's one of the title sponsors. He's from Track Solutions.
Very nice, very nice. Well, if you got that new lobby up, we will go ahead and back out of this one and join that new one. As looks like Plummer is still out here putting in some laps. He's getting a little bit of last-minute practice in this new session. That's
okay. So the new session should be live any minute now. It already's been set up. So
awesome. Well, we'll let you get back to practicing. We're going to go live here shortly. Good luck in your race, and we'll be trying to talk to you, y'all, under some of these caution breaks.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, new session should be live. We'll go and check it out. Once again, sorry about the blank screen. Let's go see if it is live. Yes, it is. And we got about 10 minutes of practice in this session. Actually, that says it's no longer available. Let's withdraw from that session, and let's see if we can get a new one. Once again, folks, trial and error. First race of the season, you're going to have a little bit of a trial and error. but that's okay. We loaded in a little bit early. Glad we did, because we probably would have been going, hey, where's everybody at? All right, for you folks at home, it's been a while since I've went live on this channel. Usually I am over on the on Noma TV, but it's been a little while since we went live on this channel. Just want to check and make sure all the graphics are okay. So you people, if you viewers at home can give me a thumbs up or give me an okay that it looks pretty decent. Always want to make sure the stream is good to go. All right, we're in the new session. We're waiting on everybody to load on in, as nobody is in here. We're all by ourselves. All right, 6 minutes in practice. If you want to grab a drink, grab some popcorn, definitely now is the time to do it, as we are waiting for these drivers to load in and get going. And I hope I didn't back out of one session to another. That's nobody's joining. But it does look like we have a 20-minute heat in. Heat 1 is going to be 20 minutes. It's going to have 6 laps, and then heat number 2 is going to be the same. It's going to have 6 laps also, and then the main event. And I think I'm going to sneak in and make sure that we're in the right. Let's go into their Discord.
More that, yeah.
Grid? What's going on?
All right, folks, it looks like they got it all figured out. They will be going straight to the qualifying, so you got a last moment to grab those drinks, and then we'll get to qualifying racing and see who is going to be on the pole. Then we'll have heat number 1, heat number 2. They will be both 6 laps. Sorry about the technical difficulties. There was some kind of setting to where somebody couldn't race, and they had to go in and change that to make sure that person could race. And it looks like we are still on to practice. We got about 3 minutes left of practice, and then we'll jump right into it. All right, so I am going to take a quick bathroom break, and then we should be able to get to some qualifying. I'll be right back. All right, and we are back. Well, since we are still got a few minutes left in qualifying, we're going to go ahead and ride along with one of the drivers, and we'll see what they go through. As, like I said, I am still new to this style of racing, but racing is racing, and we all love great racing. So we're going to ride on board, and this is going to be Mr. Jeff Ives. I hope I pronounced that right, and let's go through his cockpit view. Nice smooth hands as he goes around that long left-hand turn over the jumps. Nice truck control. He makes it look like he is a pro. And quite a few other drivers at less than 2 minutes to go. And let's take it right on board with his nose camera. Not your typical dirt racing as he brings it up. Almost looked like he was going to tip it over. And a few other drivers were waiting to load in. Looks like we got about 10. Looks like we got about 12 in right now. We're waiting on a couple more to join in. Quite a few viewers out there on the stream. We want to appreciate y'all stopping by the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network as we are here with the Average Off-Road Racing League. And it looks like Jeff Ives is going to put up the fastest lap on the track. Now let's look at Mikey Klein. Mikey Klein is going to be right there in front of Jeff Ives, and he's going to try to put in a blazing fast lap here as he comes over the bumps into the right-hander. And up the hill, airborne. Man, it sounds like if I can get all this down and know what corners they're going to be in, man, it is going to be an exciting race to call. We'll have to see how it all plays out. Gavin Plummer, he is going to be on track also, and it looks like Plummer is going to put up the fastest lap at a 1:14, and this is still only practice. We still got to jump into qualifying, and then we will start our 2 heat races. Now the grid, we'll try to go through the grid quickly as, qualifying. They do have qualifying, but, they're still going to have their heat races to see where each of them start, in the main event. And Klein is going to grab the fastest lap in practice. All right, so we should be jumping into qualifying. It looks like we have 11 drivers. And hopefully everybody will get gridded in. We had quite a few. We had a lot of other drivers that were in the other one. Hopefully nothing happened, but Rickard, he is going to be out there on the track. He's going to be put in his qualifying lap, and still can't get the track map to load. So we're going to try restarting SDK and see if that will help us. So we can put up that track map. SDK likes to be funky sometimes. That's why we always have a backup system. And nobody out on track just yet. Did everybody quit this one? I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I apologize, folks. This has nothing to do with me. I don't know what's going on. Nobody's qualified. Let me jump into Discord and find out. Well, hey there, fellas. Where'd everybody go for qualifying?
We're here now. We're in qualifying.
Am I in the wrong session again?
Just if Colton Buchanan is the name you're looking for, if he's in your session, it's the right session.
Nope, he's not in here, so we're in the wrong session. We got to back out and try again.
Yeah. Get in there.
This will never happen again.
Mic up and tell everyone else.
Yeah, mic up, tell everybody else 'cause it's almost qualifying's almost over.
So you said Colton Buchanan. Okay, yep, there he is. All right, let me withdraw from that one. All right.
We'll see ya.
A little bit of mix up, but that's okay.
I really just. Ooh.
All right, I think I got it now. Appreciate it, fellas.
Yes.
See if I can crank out a clean lap here.
Well, you know, once again, very sorry about this. 2 different sessions. Thought I was in the right session. Turned out I was in the wrong session. Now we're going to be in the right session. They are under qualifying, and we're going to miss a little bit of that, and we're definitely sorry. You heard the league admin say technical difficulties. So we'll get it all straightened out before the next race. We won't have this many hiccups. But we should be almost loaded in. Yes, we are. As I am confusing SDK. Oh, my goodness. All right, so let's go ahead and see how everybody's running. All right, I do believe we are in the right session. We have everybody. And SDK, or excuse me, Trading Paints may have not loaded in just yet. Give it a few minutes. If the correct paint scheme is not on the truck, just give it a few minutes. It should update itself. And so far, Smith is going to be on the pole with a 113.748. And that's going to be Brent Smith. Let's see if we can ride on board with him as his paint just loaded in. And that HDL, number 45. And Gavin Plummer has put in a blazing fast lap 2. He's going to be right there about 7/10 off the pole. Now Skiles, he is going to be 4/10 off the pole. And we only got about 20 seconds left in qualifying. Then we will go to heat number 1 for the Average Off-Road Racing League. And very, very apologize. I very much apologize as, you know, maybe loading in and out of the sessions. SDK not wanting to load that track map. I've done several things that I thought would help it load, but it has not. So I want to apologize for that. You might see the menu pop up one more time as we try once again to give you an idea of where all your drivers are going to be at. And let's go here, and we'll try, like I said, we'll try one more time. And that is not going to be it. So, apologize for the black screen in the middle. We'll give that a different URL and see if that helps it. Paste, and let's see what it pops up. Well, heat number 1 is going to be underway. No track map. That's okay. We'll get it figured out. Figure out why it's not doing what we want it to do. But the good news is we are in the right session. We're getting ready to go green flag racing for heat number 1. It's going to be 6 laps. And the 45 is going to be your leader for heat number 1. And let's see if we can get it. Let's see. All right, full grid for heat number 1. You're going to have Smith on the front row along with McLaughlin. Hopefully I said that right. And then you're in row number 2. You're going to have Mikey Klein and Ives. Row number 3 is looking like Rogers and Andreas. Row number 4 is going to be Nordstrom and Nordstrom. Row number 5 is going to be Rickard and Johnson. And that's going to be your lineup before heat number 1 as the pace truck is going to be off and we're getting ready to go green flag racing. And looks like the green is about to fly. And there it is. Green flag is flying. We'll put up and show you how many laps they are. They're going to be going, and there is the tower, so you can find out where all your favorite drivers are going to be. They're still in the formation lap. And the green flag is out. We are green flag racing. And the 45 is already going to send it into turn number 1. And look at the 437. He is going to be right on the back bumper. But it looks like the 45 is going to get a good run off the turn. And here they come sideways through the left-handed corner. And we got a nice little battle between the 29 and the 921. Oh, a little bit of door banging as they come over to the bumps. Sideways once again, and it looks like the 29 is going to be able to take advantage over the 921, coming over the big jump down that straightaway into the left, into the right-hander, sideways, and here comes, it looks like that is going to be the 6 of Rogers. He is going to be making his way through, but he's going to be out of shape. Definitely took it a little bit too hard into the corner, and I do believe his truck is actually saying it is the 31, but it is actually scored the 30. It scored the 6 on screen. Oh, looks like the 29 and the 6 got together, and it looks like the 29 is not going to be the one that's going to be able to prevail from that, as he does get it back straight. But it looks like Brent Smith, he's going to bring it over the jumps and through the left-hander. And he is going to have a nice 0.8 of a second, now 0.9 of a second lead as he brings that truck airborne. Klein going to be right there in second. And the biggest mover of the race is going to be that number 79 as he is going to be up 6th position. And that's going to be Joey Rickard. Joey Rickard trying to give it all he can to catch up to second place. We only have 5 laps in heat number 1. And then we will move on to heat number 2, and then it will be the main event. But let's see if we can find the biggest battle on the track. There you see the 53. That is going to be Johnson as he slings that truck sideways. Now he's got a challenge from the 69 as they come over the jump down the straightaway. Oh, a little bit of bump and run. Can he capitalize from it as they make that right-hand turn? Not going to be able to get there, but the 53... he is going to make a little bit of a mistake and open up the door on the inside. And here comes the 69. He's going to pull the slide job as they come over the big jump across the start-finish line. I do believe that was. And now we are going to be kind of single file. But the 53 is going to have, looks like Andreas, he is going to be right there. He's going to try to make up a little bit of time as he comes around that right-hander into the left-hander and not going to be able to get the run off the corner. 53 going to be out of shape a little bit as he comes over the jumps. But he does correct it. But back out front is going to be Brent Smith. Him and Joey Rickard, 1st and 3rd. Joey Rickard put on the fastest lap. He is closing slowly but surely. He's about a second back from Klein, trying to make up a little bit of time and grab that second spot. Nice entry coming into the right-hander, into the left-hander, slinging that truck sideways over the big jump. Airborne. Nice setup coming into the left-hander. Not going to be able to make up any ground as Smith is still maintaining a 0.9 to a second lead over Klein. Now we're going to take a look at Rogers. He's going to be in that number 6 truck. He's going to be up 1 position from where he started this race. He's under fire from the 921 of Jeff Ives as he coming around that left-hand turn. They are pretty much nose to tail. And Ives looks like he was a little bit better off the jump coming to the right-hander. He's going to have the inside. Can he get there? He can't put the power down as good as the 6. The 6 is going to take a wide turn, and so is Ives. He's going to have a little bit of damage to the right rear of that number 921. And Rogers is going to make a little bit of ground up on the 921. Still the biggest mover of the race is going to be Joey Rickards as he has caught up to Mikey Klein. And Mikey Klein doing everything he can to hold off that number 6 or that number 79 of Rickards. And Rickards is looking to the inside. Not going to be able to get there over the double jumps. Is he going to be able to get there coming into the left-hander? Not going to be able to get there this time. And it looks like Klein is going to be a little bit better as they come over the big jump down the straightaway. Set up for the right-hander. And Klein going to be able to keep it for the moment. Double jumps, and it looks like Rickards got a little bit out of shape as he come over those 2 doubles. But he's still going to be right there within striking distance. As looks like Smith is still going to maintain. Now he's out to a 2-second lead. Almost coming to the white flag. 2 seconds, now 1.9. And now 2.4. It looks like Brent may have stage number 1 underneath his belt. 437 of Klein. He's still got Joey Rickards right there behind him. Rickards still holds the fastest lap on the track, and it looks like Rogers, he is going to be able to maybe hold on to a 4th place finish, but this is going to be the final lap, and here it comes. That is going to be your leader, Brent Smith, in that number 45. Coming over the turns, and Mikey Klein going to hold on to second for as long as possible. Still, Joey Rickards still holds the fastest lap. He's going to be about 0.7 of a second behind Klein. And here they come to that right-hander, and it looks like Rickards is going to take it a little bit wider than Klein. Over the double jumps, Klein was a little bit out of shape, but Rickards cannot capitalize, and here is a 3-way battle for the 4th position. You got Ives, you got Nordstrom, and you got Rogers all fighting for the same real estate as they come over the big jump. Oh, and it looks like Rogers not going to be able to hold it as good as the 69, and he is going to be almost around. He's going to put the power down. They are almost going to be 3 wide as they coming around the right-hander into the left-hander. The 921, is he going to be able to hold off the other 2? Coming across the doubles, Rogers not in the best of shape as he came over those jumps. But Ives going to be able to hold on to 4th place. What an exciting battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. And that is going to bring out our heat number 2. What an exciting race that was. Hopefully it was mostly exciting for y'all. And American Sheepdog out there saying, let's get dirty. Man, we got quite a few viewers out there on the stream. We appreciate y'all stopping by. This is our first Dirt Truck Series. So we're pretty excited to be here. Just waiting on heat number 2 to start up, and we'll go through the grid and let you see who is going to have the pole in heat number 2. Man, that was some exciting racing. I don't know about y'all, but once I get these tracks down, it's over. It's totally over. Well, heat number 2 has not started as of yet. We're still waiting on everybody to. Then there they are. They're starting to grid in. Bless your heart. Oh, Ricky Evans out there. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. You can, hey, man, I can send you a link to the Discord, and you can jump up in the booth if you want. But let's take a look at our grid for heat number 2. And let's show it. All right, you got Skiles and Plummer right there in row number 1. You got Stella and Buchanan. I probably just butchered his name. Colton. He is going to be in row number 2. You got Tyler and Brandon Matthews in row number 3. Row number 4 is looking like Eddie Robinson and Claus. Not going to butcher your name either. We're just going to say Claus. And you got Bowers right there wrapping up row number 5. Once again, I apologize if I did butcher any names. We are just now getting used to being here. We're going to get to know a lot of these drivers as, the seasons go through. This is only race number 1. Next week, we'll have a race number 2. It does start, the lobby does open at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. They do start their time on Pacific time. But race number 2, heat number 2 is about to be underway. The pace truck is off. And let's get ready to go. Green flag dirt racing. All right, the green flag is gonna fly, and we are green flag racing as the looks like the 11 is gonna have a nice jump on that outside lane, and here comes the 289. 289 is gonna be on that inside. They're gonna be side by side as they come across the start finish line, taking the green flag. The 11 and 289 are going to be side by side, and it looks like the 11 is going to have the advantage, but he's got a lot of company from 2 other trucks, and that's going to be the 207. And I got to get an SDK up because I can't follow along without the numbers. And once I get used to these trucks, it's going to be the 11 and 202, excuse me, and the 42. This is one big pack of racing. We saw the other heat be a little bit spread out, but they are so close together. It's going to be the 202 and the 42. Right there, side by side. Here comes the 24, and that is going to be Tyler. He's looking to the inside. He's going to almost turn that truck as he almost gets into the grass. He's going to take a wide left-hand turn. Not going to be able to get there this time. And it looks like he is going to lose a couple spots. He started in 5th. He's right now in 5th. The biggest mover of the race is going to be this man right here, and that is going to be Claus as he comes around. Oh, a little bit of door banging between the 24 and the 77. They are coming around that hairpin right-hand corner. And now into the left. It looks like the 77 is going to be able to prevail down those harsh double bumps. And it just throws that truck around like it is a rag doll across the start-finish line. Plummer is going to be leading this race. He's going to be out to a 0.4 of a second lead over Buchanan. And you got Skiles. He's going to be right there Buchanan is about 0.7 of a second, and 0.2 of a second back is going to be the 11 of Skiles. Skiles trying to do everything he can to hold on as they go over the double jumps into that left-hander. Oh, and he hits the dirt barrier, and he rolls it. So Skiles going to be out of shape. He gets it back on all fours, and he is going to be right back in the gas. But Plummer and Buchanan, they are going to take off with this thing. And it looks like about a second that separates these two. And Stella going to be right there in pursuit. He's got the 77 of Claus. He's going to be right there on the inside. They're both going to be in the grass. Oh, maybe a little bit of a bump and run. Coming over that jump down into the right, to the left-hand corner. Getting on the brakes is going to be the 77. A little bit more door banging as it looked like he almost helped the 42 out just a little bit. Now into the left-hander. 77 going to get the run off the corner. Truck going to be a little bit out of shape as they come across the double bumps. And headed for the start-finish line is going to be the 202. Lap number 2 is underway, and this man right here, he is going to be in the lead. Buchanan is going to be right there about 1.1 second back. The Plumber did put the fastest lap in at a 1.14, I believe it was. So what an exciting race this is so far. How in the heck do I join this series? Well, this is the average off-road racing series. I do believe they might be still actively recruiting. It looks very fun. I wish I knew how to drive these trucks. I would probably race them myself, but they do have a lot of drivers that are registered into this race. 17 to 18 is what I saw, and they probably do have a couple more. I will try to get you all the information on how to join. We'll bring our admin back in, and he can give you that information probably when the race is over. We will, once the heats are done, we'll go into the main event. We'll see a caution lap at lap number 6. But what a battle we have right here, and this is going to be between the 202 and it looks like the 298. Is that the 202? Not exactly sure. I don't believe some of their... Yes, that is the 202. Okay, that's going to be Buchanan. Buchanan is actually... I don't know why, but it's not right on the ticker. Let's see if we can take that away and get it to load back in properly. And no, it is not. Don't know exactly the reason why. Maybe the heats are messing with it just a little bit. But here they come over the bumps, and it looks like the 202 does have a little bit of right rear damage as he is missing a fender. But he is sliding that truck around like there is no tomorrow. And here comes Claus. And I'm going to take a stab at it. I think it's Kurtzer? No, never mind. Not going to take a stab at it. But Bowers coming in, and Bowers coming in fourth. And right now, these two are going to be the two biggest movers. They are going to be tied for fifth. Tied for the biggest mover of the race, up 5 positions, and it looks like we are going to take the white flag as Plummer and Buchanan. They are going to be battling it out for the win of the heat. And let's move this over here so I can see the chat. No, not than you. Usually I have all this stuff set up, but I had a few other things going on just before the race started. Glad I was early because I would have never known what was happening. But they do have quite a few sponsors on board. And once again, you know, this was kind of just a last-minute thing. Isn't Matthews supposed to be the 729? Did it get switched? Matthews. He is the 726. I believe. So with the heats and everything, SDK or ATVO might not be keeping up with the numbers very well. I can close it out and try to reload it just in case that is, and I might do that as we have finished up here at the heat number 2. I might close it out and restart it just to see if it will reboot those numbers before the main event. And it looks like the 298 is going to take it, and that's going to be Gavin Plummer. And we'll restart our, yeah. On SDK Live, it is correct, but ATVO not showing it correct. Let's go ahead and restart that while we have a moment before the main event starts. So ATVO might not like the heat racing, but that's okay. That is completely okay. We got quite a few viewers out there. We want to appreciate y'all stopping by Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network, as we haven't broadcasted here in a little while, but we always had the channel. Yeah, we do have a channel over on the Roku side, as we are watching somebody go backwards on the track. So if you have a smart TV and you want to watch it on the big screen, feel free to get on the Roku app, find the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network, and definitely load in that channel so you can give that phone a break and watch it on your big screen. All right, looks like everybody is starting to load in to tonight's race, as this is going to be heat number 3, or this is going to be the main event, and they get about 2 minutes in warm-up, and I think I saw somebody driving backwards. But so, everybody out there, how are you enjoying the racing so far? Let's take a look at our ticker or tower and see if that stuff updated. I do believe it did, but we're gonna have to wait for drivers actually cross this finish line for short track racing. It looks very exciting now with everybody on the track. McLaughlin, Rogers, Nordstrom, Buchanan, Stella, a few names that I'm not familiar with. Brandon Matthews. One more minute. 25 viewers out there. Definitely appreciate y'all stopping by. Please do hit that like, share, and subscribe. We will be going live every Monday around the same time today. We were here a little bit early. Glad we did, because there was a few problems with the lobbies and a few technical issues that they were having on their side. And we had to switch a couple lobbies a few times. Once again, apologize about that, but technical difficulties do happen. And we were able to get in here and get started before we missed any of the action for heat number 1 or heat number 2. All right, warm up is complete. Let's see if we can get. Let's see if we can get that grid for the feature. All right, starting in row number 1 is going to be Smith and Plummer. Row number 2 is looking like Klein and Buchanan. Row number 3 is looking like Rickhart and Claus. Not going to butcher the last name there. Oh, wrong button. Row number 4 is Ives and Bowers. Row number 6 is going to be Nordstrom and Stella. Rogers and Hong. Probably said that wrong. Mr. Tyler. Johnson and Robinson in row number 7. Row number 8 is looking like Andreas and Skiles. Row number 9 is McLaughlin and Matthews. Row number 10 is going to be Jeff Nordstrom. All right, that is going to be your lineup for this evening as they are out there on the track right now. The pace truck is on the track, and let's get ready to go. Green flag racing, and let's see if ATVO is showing the correct information. There we go. Formation lap is underway. Everybody is on track. 45. Yes, it looks like it is all correct now. So, looks like the heat racing did mess with the numbers on the track a little bit. 900 horsepower trucks out there slinging up some mud, slinging up some dirt, fishtailing like they are in Hazard County. All right, green flag getting ready to fly as the 289 and the 45 on that front row getting ready for that green flag to fly. And let's get ready to go. Green flag racing. And I will try to find some cameras, the best camera angles to... Oh, a little bit of contact between the 202 and the 298. There is those double bumps right there that throw these trucks around like they're rag dolls. And then they'll come in to that left-hander. I believe it is going to be 45 miles an hour. Actually, that's slower than that. All that horsepower, and the green flag is going to fly. And look at Smith get out to a commanding lead on that restart. And here they come side by side, and that is going to be for the third position. That is going to be Plummer and Klein. Here they come over the jump into the left-hand turn, and it looks like Plummer is going to have the advantage on that inside line. He's going to put the power down, but here comes the 437 of Klein. Look at to the inside. Coming across the double jumps as they turn into that left-hander, and it looks like the 298 of Plummer is going to have the advantage, and he is going to have a little bit of breathing room from Klein, and Klein is going to go the wrong direction as now he has Rickard right there trying to take a position away. Or excuse me, not Rickards, but that is going to be Claus in that 77. He is trying to take a position away. Now he's got a little bit of company, and that is going to be Buchanan from the 202. He is not going to be able to get the exit off the corner. Now a lot of these drivers up here are going to be side by side as they coming around that right-hander, that 921, and you can get lost in this, and the 42. They're going to be side by side. Oh, the 42 is going to go wide. He's going to make a little bit of contact, and I believe that was with Jeremy Nordstrom. Oh, and the fender's about to fly off the 53, and that's going to be Johnson. Fender stays on, but it's going to be very loose, so we might have some debris on the track. But back out front is going to be the 45 of Smith. You have Plummer right there. Going to be in second up to position is going to be Rickard. He's trying to get up to the back bumper of Plummer. Not been able to do so just yet. Klein right back up to fourth position. He's going to be down one spot from where he started. And you got Claus and Buchanan. They are going at it like it is the last lap. And once again, we'll probably see that caution come out in lap number 6. This is a 12-lap shootout with a competition caution. If a truck does go a lap down, they will give that truck the wave around. The 77 is going to fly around. into that left-hander. Cross the, looks like the triple jumps there into the left-hander. He's going to have a nice run off the corner, and he is going to leave Buchanan to deal with the 69 of Nordstrom. Nordstrom is going to have Stella right there behind him, and he's going to have a little bit of challenge from Johnson. Ooh, almost up on two wheels, almost up and over. Yeah, was that 53. He's going to make a little contact from the 69, and this is where the beating banging looks really fun. I wouldn't even be mad if you touched my back bumper if I was driving. And across those double bumps as the trucks get a little bit upset, and here they come. And back out front is going to be Ben Smith. He is out to a commanding lead of 1.4 seconds from Plummer. Plummer giving it all he has over the small little jump. Now the bigger jump into the right left-hander. And Ricker's still trying to make something happen. The biggest mover of the race is going to be this man right here, McLaughlin. He is going to be up 5 spots from where he started this race. That 29 has been working hard, and it is starting to pay off as he has made it up to the 12th spot. Still got a lot of racing left to go, and we'll see that competition caution as the 53. And oh my goodness, looks like a couple others are going to be out of shape, and that is going to be the 256. And that is going to be Bowers as his truck went off into the grass, and he lost a couple panels. And now here comes the 63. I think the 63 was involved with Bowers just a few moments ago, and he looked like he was not too happy. And he is going to go down quite a few positions, and it looks like he is going to have to bring that truck down. Now they do have unlimited fast repair, so he will be able to get that truck all fixed up. But back out front is still going to be Smith. Now Plummer, he was able to make up a little bit of time, and now he's down to about a second from the back bumper of that number 45 as Rickard is coming down, and he is looking about 0.4 of a second back from Plummer. Coming into that left-hander, and it looks like he is going to be able to put the power down and make up a little bit of ground. Now he's going to be about within 0.6 of a second, coming over the double jumps into that left-hander, and he is not going to be able to make up any time. It looks like Plummer was able to get off the corner, but don't look now across the big jump. It is going to be Rickers right on the back bumper, and this is going to be for the second position as Rickers is going to come across the triple jumps, and he is going to have the inside. A little bit of door banging as they come around the left-hander, down a little bit of a straightaway through the big jump, and it looks like Rickards is going to take over the second position, and here comes Klein. He's going to be looking to get some positions back as he lost some right there at the start. About 50 miles an hour around these turns. But that's just in momentum. Those tires are spinning as fast as they can, trying to put the power down on the track. And it looks like Plummer might go down another position as they cross the start-finish line, headed for lap number 5 is underway. Now 1.9 seconds separate Rickers from Smith. And it is a three-way battle for the second position as Plummer had it. He lost it, and now he's got it back in the 437 of Klein. He's going to bump the 79 of Rickard out of the way. He's going to overtake the third position. What an exciting race up here in the top 4 it is going to be. But Buchanan is back here looking like he is going to have claws right there behind him. This battle right here is going to be for the 5th position, and it can heat up at any time. All it takes is one little mistake or not being able to put the power down on the track and get off the corner like you need, and that gap can close very quick, fast, and in a hurry. Jeremy Nordstrom, he is going to be right there. And you know what? Let's ride around with, we're going to ride around with Klein and see what he sees out of his front windshield. Here it is from the cockpit. There you see the mud all over the visor. As we thought that would happen, but I did figure that I thought that there was windshields in these trucks. So, my bad. But there you see, he can't see nothing. That's all he sees, mud all up in the way, and that can be very distracting, especially if you are in VR like I race. I would be so distracted to be trying to wipe virtual mud off my visor. But back for this battle for the second position, and it looks like it's faded out just a little bit. Only about 0.3 of a second separate those two for second place. Buchanan still looking to capitalize as he bounces it off the curb, the dirt curb. and heads it down that straightaway over the big jump, and he's going to get, looks like he's going to get a good entrance into this right-hander, but it looks like Claus is going to get a better entrance as he closes that gap just a little bit over the triple jumps. Looks like Buchanan was a little bit out of shape, and that allowed 77 to make up a little bit of ground, and we could have a side-by-side battle coming over the big jump into the next left-hander. It looks like the 77 was not able to hold on to that distance as he lost a little bit of distance. Now he's going to make it up as he takes a little bit tighter turn into the S's. Out of the S's, the 202 of Buchanan is going to get off the corner. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, creating a little bit more gap from the 77 of Claus. Nordstrom is going to be right there in sync with those two. He's missing a few panels, but that's okay. That truck is still running very strong. Stella under fire from Jeff Ives in that 921. This is going to be a battle for the 8th position. We are under lap number 7. And we should have seen that comp caution come out, and I do believe it did. And yes, that is going to be your comp caution, and it looks like Smith is going to be the race leader at the comp caution. What an exciting race and it has been, as once again we are new to the off-road truck series, and what an exciting event. It's going to be some new tracks for us to get used to, and it's going to be some new drivers, but that's okay. We are up for the challenge. And I wonder how many drivers are going to come in and get these trucks repaired. As Bowers, he brought his truck in. It looks like Robinson, he is trying to catch up to the end of the field. And let's see, I do believe we are going to be stopped on the back stretch. Let's see if we can find Mr. Brent Smith. All right, we don't have Brent Smith. Let's see who else we got. We got Corey. Who do we have? We have Skiles. We have Nordstrom, and our second biggest mover of the race is going to be Andreas. And I really hate to disturb them. They are stopped on the backstretch. They're waiting for all the trucks to catch up, and let's see if we can grab a quick word with Andreas. And I would really like to know the pronunciation of his last name. Andreas, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Copy.
Well, it looks like you are the second biggest mover of the race, and it looks like that truck has been doing you pretty well, but you got a little bit of work to do in the rest of it. Up 4 positions, you're right there in 12th. Tell us what you got for the next half of this race.
I'm going to keep it consistent and hope people crash in front of me.
Well, it's been a lot of fenders flying and a little bit of banging here and there, but the racing has not disappointed. So we want to wish you luck, and hopefully you can get that truck up there.
Come over the jump, so we're good to go.
But we do have one question for you. We don't want to butcher your name. So what is the correct pronunciation of your last name?
Last name is Nicolaou. It's Greek.
Nicolaou. All right. Well, that definitely works, and it looks like you are running one of those sponsors, so we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that 63 truck. But we appreciate you talking to us. We're glad to be here, glad to be out here watching y'all and putting y'all's content out there, and we'll let you get back there.
Remember, guys,
Thank you, sir.
Not a problem.
Once they cross over the tabletop and get to the landing.
All right. Well, that was Andreas Nikolai. All right. Well, comp caution is out. Everybody's caught back up. Some trucks are repaired. Ben Smith out there in front. And I do believe we are going to be back green flag racing. It was not your typical caution. And it looks like Rickards is going to make a move to the outside, and he's going to take over the lead. They went green at the tabletop, and now here they come across the start-finish line and coming to lap number 8. Across the tabletop is going to be Joey Rickers. Brent Smith going to be right there in second. You got Mikey Klein. He's going to be right there in third, trying to take over the second place position from the 45 as they come into that left-hander. Sailing it over the tabletop into that left-hander. They look like they are moving. 82 miles an hour looks slow compared to the Cup cars, but on this small dirt track, they are flying. Now Rickers is extending his lead out to about a half a second. He's still got Brent Smith in hot pursuit. And here they come down across the jump into that small little straightaway into the right-hander as they are almost side by side. 45 trying to put the power down. He's going to come across the triple jumps, and now they are going to be side by side for the lead as Rickers trying not to give up that inside, and now going to come across the tabletop. And Rickers is going to create a little bit of distance. 0.4 of a second, now down to 0.2 as the 45 got a better entrance and coming into that long right-hander into the left, who is going to give up the inside lane. Rickers going to go a little bit wider into the double jumps there. Truck just sailing across it, looked really smooth. But Rickers is going to be able to get that lap led. Lap number 8 is underway as these two are battling it out. Let's move back through the field. It looks like Klein, he is going to have third. You got Plummer, he's going to be right there in fourth. You got Claus, he's going to be right there in fifth. He's sailing his truck as the front end was bouncing after it landed. It looks like Jeff Ives has a little bit of a battle back here behind him, and that's going to be Ryland Rogers and Corey Skiles. Corey Skiles sailing across that jump, and he lost a little bit of ground to the 31/6 because he is listed as the 6. And the 6 is going to give the 921 of Jeff Ives a little bit of a bump out of the way. Somebody's going to be out of shape. Who's that going to be? That is going to be Brandon Matthews. Is that going to be Brandon Matthews? No, but he is out of shape now. He's missing a hood. That Gravedigger machine, he is not looking so hot as of right now as he comes across the tabletop. He has got Bowers right on the outside. Bowers not going to be able to get there as he is going to have a battle from Buchanan. Coming into the long right-hander. It is going to be a 3-way battle. Gravedigger trying to stay in the 15th position. He's going to be out of shape. He's going to lose a panel, and here goes the 202. He's going to take over the 15th position. Now back out front. We're going to take a look at your top 5. You got Brent Smith. He's going to be back out to the lead. You got Rickard. He's going to be right back into second after leading a couple laps, and Plummer, he is going to be right there in third. Klein, he is going to be in that 4th position, sailing his truck across the jump. And Claus is going to be right there in your top 5. In 6, up 4 spots is going to be Anthony Stella. Jeremy Nordstrom, he is going to be right there in 7th. You got Johnson, he is going to be in 8th. He's missing a few panels, but truck looks still pretty strong. He's holding a strong top 10 with 2 laps to go. Nikolai, he is going to be right there in 9th, up 6 spots. He is now the biggest mover of the race as he takes a wide left-hand turn, and he is going to have Corey Skiles right there on the inside, and he's going to lose 2 spots. So Nikolai is going the wrong direction that he wanted to go. Taking a tight left-hand turn across the double jumps. Truck just sailed across, and here comes the 921 of Jeff Ives. He's going to give a little bit of a bump to the 63. They are going to try to sort it out, and they do, and Jeff Ives is going to come out with the 11th position. Rogers still under fire in that number 6 truck from Corey Skiles. Corey Skiles losing a fender as he comes across the tabletop into that left-hander, and it looks like Skiles is going to be able to create a little bit of a distance. Rogers is going to be able to create a little bit of distance from Skiles as they come into that right-hander across the tabletop. That long jump down that little bit of a straightaway, almost on top of each other as they landed. But Brent Smith, he has got a 3-way battle right there behind him, and this is what he wants to see because he wants to make it a 2-truck race as the 298, the 437, and the 77 is going to be out of shape off the track. He gathers it back up, but he's going to lose a couple spots. 69 trying to give a bumper run to the 92 to the 42. That is a battle for the 5th spot, and Stella has it, and Nordstrom wants it. Truck pieces are all over the track as this battle has kind of faded out, and that was for the third spot. Klein still has a little bit of breathing distance. This is going to be the final lap, and Brent Smith might come home with the first win of season number 3. Sailing that truck, fishtailing it around the left-hand corner, kicking up dust, cross the double jumps, into that left-hander. Smooth sailing for Brent Smith. Rickards is going to be right there behind. They had a 3-way battle behind them, and that played out as they have a 2-second lead over everybody else. And it looks like Rickards, he's going to sail it into that right-hander, not going to be able to get there over the triple jumps. It looks like the 45 had a little bit of trouble, and that allowed Rickards to close up the gap. Now he's playing peekaboo with the camera. He got a little bit of camera shy as they got to the tabletops, and Bowers just appeared out of nowhere. He is showing in first place. Oh, my God. And the leader has been taken out. Rickards is going to take over the lead. Brent Smith is going to fall back to second. Does he have enough truck left to hold on to second? But Plummer is going to be right there, missing some panels also. Wow. Bowers came out of nowhere, destroyed everybody. Rickards coming across the tabletop for the checkered flag. The winner of tonight's race is going to be Rickards. Brent Smith, after leading those last laps, got into a little bit of trouble with a lap truck. He is going to take home second. Palmer going to take home third. Klein, playing peekaboo or disconnected, he is going to take home fourth. And fifth is going to belong to Stella. All right, what an interesting race that was. Wow, what action that was. I gotta go back and take a look and find out what exactly happened to Bowers, because he just popped out of nowhere. He popped up in the lead for a second. And maybe it wasn't this one. Maybe it was out of shape and, he just appeared out of nowhere. But let's play it from there. Oh, my God. Big hit for, oh, my Jesus. And there was what took out the leader. Oh, my goodness. But your race winner going to be right there. Came across the tabletops after Brent got involved with Bowers, after his truck was upside down, inside out, and thrown around like a rag doll. Was able to let Rickards take the race. Brent Smith still held on to a second place finish, and Plummer third. Well, while we are waiting for the drivers to go into the interview room, let's take a look at tonight's finishing results. And our finishing results are brought to you by Track Solutions. And we got Joey Rickards. He is going to be your race winner of tonight. You got Brent Smith. He is going to finish off in second. Gavin Plummer is going to finish in third. Mikey Klein is going to finish in fourth. Anthony Stella in fifth. You got Clausen at number 77. He is going to finish in sixth. You got Jeremy Nordstrom. He is going to finish in seventh. Ryland Rogers is going to finish in eighth. And Jeff Ives is in ninth. Corey Skiles in 10th. 11th is going to be looking like Colton Buchanan. McLaughlin is going to finish in 12th. Robinson in 13th. Johnson in 14th. Bowers in 15th. Tyler is going to finish in 16th. Brandon Matthews in 17th. Andreas Nikolai is going to finish in 18th. Jeff Nordstrom is going to finish in 19th. And that's going to be your finishing order for tonight's race. 19 drivers on the track. And, man, what a race that was. Let's see if we can catch up with our podium finishers. And let's see where they are. Are they in Discord? Let's find out. Well, there's somebody in the podium interviews. Bowers, Matthews. All right, Brent Smith is going to be there. What about Gavin Plummer? Believe this is going to be him. Not exactly sure. Let's bring him up. Gavin, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy.
Copy.
Man, what a race that you put on. You were able to hold on to a third place finish, beating and banging, parts flying, and you were able to hold on to that podium finish. Man, talk to us a little bit about your race.
Man, it was really fun. I mean, me and Mikey were battling the whole race. All my fenders were, I think, were gone at the end there. It was fun, rubbing and racing. Kind of sucks what happened to Brent, but racing's racing. Yeah, it was a fun race.
Absolutely. Brent had Bowers just appear out of nowhere and just clobbered his truck. You almost had him. I thought that mistake, that little mishap was going to be the deciding factor for Brent and give you the second place finish, but he was able to hold on to it. But yeah, that truck of yours had definitely some panels missing, but it was a really good race. It looks like you are definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with this season. Man, what an exciting battle that you had in that feature.
Yes, sir. I like to thank my sponsors, Made Custom Apparel, Top Tier Motorsports, U.S. Bank J.K. Roth, TW Services, Dan's Roof Coatings, VP Race Fuels, my mom and dad for getting me this setup, and a lot of other stuff. Thank you for having me on here.
Oh, not a problem, not a problem. It's definitely going to be grab those podiums. You'll definitely be up here in the booth with me after the race. But congratulations on that podium finish. And, man, go celebrate. You definitely earned it here. And can't wait to see what you can do next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next is going to be Mr. Brent Smith after a last lap tragedy. Knocked him off the out of the lead into second, but we got him up here in the booth. Brent, you got a copy, my friend?
Yeah, I got a copy, buddy.
Man, what an exciting race that you had. You were pretty much a dominating factor after that competition caution. Looks like Rickards got ahead of you for just a lap or two, and then you were able to take it right back over just to have a lap down truck appear out of nowhere and take you off out of the win column. Talk to us a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's just a bummer deal. I worked hard to get that lead back, like you said, and there was nowhere to go. I came off the tabletop down going towards turn one, and all of a sudden there was a truck there. So I'm kind of bummed out about it because, taking the win away because of an opposite truck driver. But it is what it is. I had fun. The heat race was awesome, and I'm just out here to have a great time, and I get to announce all these off-road races in real life with my buddy Shane Stetsny, and it's fun to come back and play with the guys that love the race on iRacing.
Man, this is the first time that I've been able to get into the off-road truck series. What an exciting race. I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier, because y'all definitely put on a great show. It definitely looks like it's going to be a fun season, and I'm glad to be here and be a part of y'all and get to know y'all as drivers. But congratulations on that second place finish. Man, with those podium finishes, man, we'll give you all the shout-outs that you would like to give, and I'll hand the mic over to you, my friend.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much, buddy, and I appreciate what you guys are doing. We love the race, and you can put one up every night. There's a lot of us from 906 back in the UP of Michigan that just love the drive. We love the race, and it's just what we do. And I'd like to thank Wendrick's Trust, Race Driven, Impact Safety, Yokohama Tire, and HBI, Hold Your Brothers, and just everyone that comes out and supports everyone. It's just, we got to keep it going. Thanks for everything.
Not a problem, my friend. Well, you go and celebrate, and we will catch you next week for more off-road action.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, it is that time where we talk to our winner, and that is going to be Mr. Joey Rickard. He is going to bring home tonight's win here in the average off-road racing off-road racing league. Mr. Rickard, you got a copy?
I'm right here, boss.
Man, that was an exciting finish as you were able to take over the lead after a mishap to Brent Smith. You definitely had a good battle going on between you and the 45. You grabbed the lead at the cop caution, and you held on to it for just a little bit but he was able to get by you. You had a strong podium finish truck, but talk to us a little bit about your race.
Yeah, man, I was
I knew on that restart Brent had that speed on me. Honestly, I was struggling to keep up with him. I knew on that restart I had to be on him, and luckily it came through for me right there. And once again, but he had the pace on me, and he got by me, and I just tried latching on him. Coming to white flag, I just put in a charge, and I caught up to him a little bit there, and I was on his bumper when that unfortunate racing incident happened. Unfortunately, I will say I definitely got lucky with that one, but I mean, hey, a win's a win if you take it.
Absolutely, a win's a win, and it's a great way to start off the season. A little bit of confusion with the lobby starting up, but everybody was able to find where where to be, and we were able to get everybody on the track. But congratulations on that first win of the season. Looks like you're going to be starting off the season strong. Man, tell us what you got coming up for next week. Can you put that number 79 back in victory lane?
Yeah, man. Hopefully, we'll see. I can't remember. I think. I can't remember what the next track is, but yeah, man. We're just gonna try to put in a charge and see if we can hold on to that number 1 spot again.
Absolutely. Well, Joey, you know what happens when you grab those victories, man. You can have all the shout-outs that you would like to give because you definitely earned them here tonight.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Drake Matag giving me a good, nice quality paint for this race. I ain't got no sponsors, but love those guys over at TGR and love racing with them. And huge shout out to all those guys over there, Mikey, Austin, all of those guys.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations once again on that first win, and we'll be seeing what you can do next week. See if we can keep up the momentum.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, what a race that was. What an exciting race that was for our first off-road racing league race. Can't be more excited to be here as there was action going all over. Once again, I'm very sorry about I'm about to rewatch this offline. Awesome. Thank you, Project Plug. Appreciate you stopping by. You know, for the first time ever broadcasting this, yes, we do have to work on. I don't really know these tracks, but we will definitely get out there and learn them because they look very fun. Maybe get out there and drive them a little bit if they have the lobbies open, or if I know what track they're going to next, and get a little bit more information, a little bit more inside information on this series and on these tracks. But I appreciate y'all hanging out there with me. You know, we had quite a few viewers out there. If you're on the YouTube side, we appreciate y'all stopping by. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe. We'll be live every Monday around about the same time. We'll try to go live a little bit early, catch them in practice, and learn a little bit more about the tracks and how the trucks are handling, and get to know the drivers a little bit more for you guys that are new to the channel. But if you're over there on the Roku side, we appreciate y'all downloading our app. Once again, if you don't know about our Roku channel, it is the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network channel, and you can go on your Roku app on your phone, search that channel, and download it straight to your TV. 24-hour racing along with live racing when we are live. And we also have racing on demand. So you can go find your favorite league and watch their past races. Just like YouTube, just a little bit bigger platform. But that's going to be all here for us at Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network. I am Richard Hurst. I am your broadcaster. I hope you enjoyed tonight's race. I definitely did. Appreciate y'all stopping by, join in the chat, and we will catch y'all next time.